We are rolling.
Good morning. Welcome back to the conversation. This is Pointing Out the Obvious. This is our news and politics and sports betting webcast. I'm your host, Dizzy the Cooler Bronson. And over there is my very lucky producer, Veronica. Together we're here to quip and quiver through today's headlines, searching for the real, no matter how deep into the swamp we need to go. Thank you so much for our Sports Betting Thursday, Veronica. You know how much fun I have with this show. All right. So starting with a recap, last week, boy, we've been pretty consistent. 1 for 3. The only bet the house pick that truly came in for us was Notre Dame with a great win over Wisconsin with a big second half with a freshman quarterback. Their starting quarterback that started the game got knocked out real early with an injury. And so Notre Dame had to finish the game with a brand new quarterback, and they ended up exploding under this new guy and scored like 45 points, which was great because it then covered the over on the parlay, and we won big on that one. Unfortunately, Baltimore, who not only did we choose to beat Detroit, but we also chose Baltimore to be our suicide winner for the week. Remember this one?
Let me just correct yourself. You chose them. So that was
sorry.
all you.
I thought we were in this at a team. All right, don't jump off the boat yet. All right, so remember, Baltimore did win. So we did advance. Congratulations to week 4 in our suicide pool. But unfortunately, it took a record 66-yard field goal, the longest in NFL history.
That was amazing.
Broke the record in order to win the game in the final seconds. Thanks for that. But unfortunately, that didn't cover the 7.5-point spread that we put money on, so that was a loser. Arizona Cardinals. Hey, hometown team, congratulations. You beat Jacksonville Jaguars. However, you didn't score over 52 points in the game, and so that took us as a loser as well. But at least Arizona won, so we've got happy-go-lucky in that regard. Okay, this week's 3 Bet the House picks. Can't go wrong on these, I promise you.
Okay.
First, we're going to ride the coattails of Notre Dame. Gosh, they just feel like they've got a magical season going on right now. And they're playing another hot team, the University of Cincinnati. Now, you may not know about them. They're not a household name like an Alabama or USC. But let me tell you, Cincinnati can score some points. And I think it's going to be another a fight between the offenses. I think the defenses are going to take the day off. So Notre Dame over Cincinnati, and we're going to take the over. 15.5 points.
Okay. I mean, I don't know about them, so
you're learning as we go.
I'm trusting you.
As we go. All right, the second Bet the House pick can't go wrong. Buffalo over Houston. We're going to take it to the NFL now. So we've got to make a pick this week, right? A suicide pick. Let me tell you, this week we can't follow Detroit. You want to know why? Detroit's playing another shit team. They're playing Chicago Bears, and they're right now in the tailspin like a turd that's floating going down into the toilet bowl. What we would call the toilet bowl between matchups of bad teams. It's hard to say which one's going to be the winner and which one's going to be the loser. So we're going to go away from Detroit.
Okay.
Remember, we've been using the opponent of Detroit to kind of guide us through the suicide bowl. It's worked so far, but now we're going to jump ship to Buffalo. Remember, Buffalo is playing great. We've been talking about them. Their quarterback, Josh Allen, is hot. And not only do we think Buffalo is going to beat Houston, but we also are going to take them as our suicide pick and our second Bet the House pick. Take them to win. Take them on the over. The over is 52.5. Now,
question.
Yes.
You always mention that depending where they're playing, right? Like if it's
very good.
Are the ones that we're choosing now? They're playing where they're safe, where they know that they can play well
at home.
At home.
Excellent question. Now, typically, I do like to look at that, but it's not the only factor that I look at, right? Because injuries is really what you got to pay attention to, because it doesn't matter if a team is supposed to be good on paper. If the star isn't playing on the day you got money on that team, that's a no-go, right? Okay, so Buffalo over Houston. Third pick. Oh, this is going to be a great matchup. We're going to watch this one together. College team. Number 1, Alabama is going up against Ole Miss, University of Mississippi. Now, the reason why the drama in this game is so great, Alabama to beat Ole Miss, is because Nick Saban, the coach, used to be the boss of the coach that's now coaching Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin. And beyond that, Lane Kiffin has some deep roots with me. He used to coach USC, used to go to my have a big part in the football program at our alma mater before he was fired at the airport.
Why?
Well, because we had an embarrassing loss to Arizona State. And before he even got on the plane, the AD decided to make that decision and go in a different direction and fire him, and he ended up firing him before he could even get on the plane with the team.
That's not a really nice.
He didn't think so either at the time.
Even respectful way to like terminate someone from their job. So
absolutely. All right, guys. So
question.
Yes, go
question
ahead.
for you. So tell the audience how you used to play football when you were in high school.
Right.
And then how you got, 2 concussions?
So I had 3 concussions in the span of 18 months. I had to quit in my 3rd game my junior year on varsity because that's when that final concussion, and it was so great. I had a really illustrious career. Anybody that was at the games that could see the hits that landed me in the emergency room.
They're like, oh, he's not going to make it.
Would tell you right off the bat, man, those were some impressive cracks, I mean, people were in the stands. Now, I had to be told this because on each one of my concussions, I lost the short-term memory that you typically lose at that moment. And so I don't remember any of the 3 concussions that I had. But freshman, sophomore, and then junior year, I played football. Through that span, I suffered 3 concussions. Had to talk my ass off between the doctors and my parents to try to let me play again after the 2nd concussion. But then after the 3rd concussion, it was just too much for me to overcome, and their concerns and their fears, and truly mine as well.
Yeah.
Because, missing 3 moments in your life and never ever going to be able to know and remember those moments in your life, it can actually jar you a little bit. And so it did. So my illustrious career was short, but boy, I loved every minute of it.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
Guys, please, obviously there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer, but there is your opinion. Please use the comment box below. Don't just subscribe to this channel, even though we will be doing this sports betting Thursday every week, but lend your voice to the show. It'll make it a whole lot more fun. Guys, it doesn't matter if you lean to the right, it doesn't matter if you lean to the left. As long as you're treating the person in front of you kindly, you just made this world a better place. Have a great day. Good luck. Happy hunting.